guys, it's Shannon Rose, and in today's video, I am going to be talking all about my explant experience. I'm going to tell you guys how much it costs, what doctor I went to, why I got it in the first place, and also my recovery time and kind of how I'm feeling now. So if you're curious about any of those things, keep watching. So I got my explant surgery and I actually got it months ago, and I waited to post this video because I really wanted to do like a full in-depth video of everything all wrapped into one video, like my recovery, how I'm feeling now. I didn't want to make it like a bunch of different videos because as I was researching to get an explant myself, I had so many questions and I wanted to know all these different things, and it was really difficult for me to click on a video and try to find all of the different videos that the people had posted as they were getting their explant. I wanted to kind of make mine a little bit different and kind of just put it into one video, but I also don't want to inundate you with too long of a video. So I also am going to put a video on my vlog channel of more of like the recovery process and kind of like what I was going through. If you want to see like in not real time because it was a long time ago, but if you want to see like as I was going through it, I'm gonna put that on my vlog channel. And then also on my Patreon, I'm gonna put what I can't put here. So like the first time of me seeing my boobs and what they looked like after surgery, I'm gonna put that over on Patreon just because I can't post that here. And also if you want to see like what my actual boobs looked like uncensored before and then what they look like now and what they look like right after surgery, again, uncensored, will all be on Patreon, but I'm going to show you as much as I can here also as well. First, let's just start out why I decided to get an explant in the first place. There are many reasons. One of them was I actually ended up with capsular contracture, and that's basically where one of the implants gets like really hard and painful and uncomfortable. That was one of the reasons I wanted to get them out. Some people just get them replaced, but my lifestyle has changed since I got these in the first place. And I've gone a little bit more hippie, I would say, you know, trying to do like more natural things. I didn't like the way it looked on my body. I wanted to look more natural. And then another big reason was everybody has heard about breast implant illness, and I have had lots of health issues. I don't know if you guys remember, but I used to have this like really bad hand issue where whenever my hands went into the water, like immediately they would look like really pruny. You know, like if your hands have been in the jacuzzi or a bathtub or the pool for like a long time, your hands get kind of like wrinkly and pruny. Mine would get that like in an instant, and it would be really uncomfortable, and actually the skin in the middle of my hand would start coming off. And this happened for a really long time. I actually went to like the top dermatologists where I lived and even like traveled to other dermatologists to try to figure out what was wrong with me, and like nobody really knew what was causing it. And then I also had some autoimmune issues. If you've watched my videos for a while, you know that I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, but then went for a second opinion. They said I didn't have it. You know, I've had a lot of issues, and doctors have said like you most likely have some sort of an autoimmune disorder, but we can't like pinpoint really what it is or what's causing it. I have like a lot of health issues and have had a lot of health issues. And so while I was documenting my life and my journey, a lot of you guys were like, have you checked into breast implant illness? I know you have implants. That might be something to look into. And so that was another reason why I really wanted to get my implants out, was because I didn't know if they were making me sick. And I know from a lot of other stories that we've seen online that these things for making people sick. I think that breast implant illness is a real thing. I don't personally know if I had it myself. I don't think I'll ever know, but I do know I have a huge peace of mind now knowing that I got these out, and you know, that it's one extra thing I can do to make sure that I'm super healthy and have the best chance at being able to get pregnant, because as you guys know, I'm going through IVF right now. So I really wanted to get these out before I decided to have another baby, and I'm happy to report that they're out and it's been months and I'm all healed up. I also want to tell you guys how I've been feeling, because I think you guys might be a little bit surprised by that. I know that a lot of people, right, like when they get their implants out, they like take pictures of their eyes, and their eyes are like way more clear and they just like feel amazing. And I didn't have that experience. I didn't like wake up from surgery and be like, oh my God, I'm like feel like a new person. So stay tuned, because I want to tell you kind of how I've been feeling and if I've felt any difference at all towards the end of the video. Okay, so I think I've kind of covered why I wanted to get my implants out. Also, this is what they came out looking like. This one is completely cloudy, and the doctor, when he looked at this, was like, I've never seen that before. I'm not really sure why it looks like that, but these things can go bad when they're inside of you. Like I've seen implants come out with like mold in them and all kinds of like really kind of scary stuff. I don't want to scare anybody if they have implants or make you not get implants because of watching this video. People get implants and they've had them for 40 years and they're totally fine. But everybody's different. Some people are more sensitive. I feel like I'm one of those people that's more sensitive. And if like anyone's gonna get breast implant illness, most likely it would have been me. But again, I'll never know. I just know for me, like I'm happier getting them out because I feel like if these were causing any of like my health issues, now I know like I don't have them anymore, so I don't need to worry about that. And it's like one extra thing I could do to try to be healthy. Okay, let's talk about doctors. There are tons of plastic surgeons and I have had my fair share of going to them. I wanted to go to a doctor that didn't just like take implants out, because every doctor that puts implants in can take them out, but not all of them are very skilled at that, and not all of them think it's very important to get the capsule around the implant out. If you are wanting to get this out for any like health reasons, I think it's really important to get out the capsule around it, and I believe it's called a capsulectomy. So I wanted to find a doctor that could take these out but also be able to get the capsule around it out, and a doctor that actually believed in breast implant illness and like knew the importance about getting the whole capsule out. So I looked, and there's like a whole list of doctors that you can choose from. There are some that are very popular and very overpriced and they have a very long wait list. I didn't want to overpay, and I also didn't want to wait too long because I didn't really have that luxury of I was trying to get pregnant, and with my age I didn't want to wait that long. I hope that makes sense. I researched doctors like no other, and I came across Dr. Swistun at Burbank Plastic Surgery. I went and had a consultation with him. He is actually on the list of doctors. Like if you look up, there's like a list of explant doctors that are recommended, and he was on that list. And you guys, he was like one of the only doctors that I felt like actually listened to me, really listened, and was so knowledgeable about explant surgeries. I just really felt like Dr. Swistun cared about his patients and cared about like what we wanted and like what I wanted out of the surgery. And he was just like a very kind, caring doctor, but he's also extremely good at what he does, and he doesn't overcharge you. That goes into how much I paid for my surgery. I believe at this office with this doctor, it's anywhere from $8,500 to $9,000, but that could everybody's different. Like the price is gonna be different for everybody, because if you wanna get your implants out and also get a lift, it could be more for that. Or if your case is like more complicated, they might charge more. I did not get a lift with mine, and that is because I want to be able to breastfeed. And so if you end up getting a lift, it could cause problems with breastfeeding. Although I had had a lift prior to having my daughter, and I was still able to breastfeed. So I think again, it's different for everyone, but that's how much I paid for mine. I love, love, love my doctor. If I lived in Montana, I would fly to Burbank to see Dr. Swistun to have this surgery done. That's how much I loved him, and I think he does such a good job. You have to get a doctor that's really patient and skilled at taking the capsule out. So when you put in an implant, your body like naturally makes this like barrier around the implant, because it's like something foreign that you're putting in your body. And it's like, what is this? And it's your body's way of like protecting itself. The important thing to do is to get that capsule out that's around the implant. It takes patience and a very skilled doctor, and Dr. Swistun is really good at that. They actually filmed the surgery like when he was doing it, and you could just tell like how good he is. And I just like, oh, I'm so glad that I went to him. He made himself available to me after the surgery. Like if I had any, and everybody at that office was like, so by the way, this is not sponsored. I just truly love them. And again, I paid for everything, myself to get this out. And they did not reach out to me or anything like that. I did a lot of research and I found them, but I loved everybody. Everybody in their office was so nice. The office manager was like, if you have any questions, you can call us 4 times a day. We don't care. That's what we're here for. We want to make sure that you are comfortable, you have peace of mind. And I loved that about them, especially because being in LA, most offices are not like that. They really, really care, not just the doctor, but everybody that works there. And I just had a really great experience at that office. So I would highly recommend them, and I will leave all their information down below. And if you do end up going there or booking an appointment, please let them know that I sent you and tell them I said hello. Okay, you guys, I was petrified of getting my implants out. I didn't know what to expect because obviously I've never had a surgery like this before. So the day of my surgery, they gave me a bunch of medication to take beforehand. One was to like calm my nerves. The other one was so that I didn't need like as much anesthesia, I guess. I was super nervous, but I went in and everybody was so warm and welcoming and made me feel very comfortable. They made some markings on where I guess they were gonna like cut, and then they took me into surgery. Before I knew it, I was asleep and they started my surgery. I ended up getting like a cut all the way underneath, like the fold of my boob. And that's like where they took the implant out. Once I like woke up from surgery, I drove home. My mom got me Veggie Girl, which I was very excited about. And then once I got home, I was not feeling so good. I almost felt like I was gonna pass out, and I got like really white. And then I ended up throwing up a bunch. And I think it was just the anesthesia made me a little sick. And sometimes that happens, but once I threw up, I felt much better. And then I ended up taking pain medicine the first day. And then you guys, I took pain medicine, like half of my pain medicine the second day. And then after that, I didn't have to take any more pain medicine because I really was not in any pain. I was taking like Tylenol and ibuprofen, I think, just for like swelling and inflammation, but that was it. It was nowhere near as painful as I thought it was gonna be. I mean, it was painful and uncomfortable, but it was not bad like I thought, especially with all the cutting that they have to do. And if you guys want to see more footage of like my recovery and when it was happening, I'm gonna post that over on my vlog channel. And then again, if you guys want like uncensored stuff that I can't post here of like what my boobs actually look like before and after, the first time of me seeing my boobs and what they looked like right after surgery, again, that will all be on my Patreon. I'll leave that link down below as well. Super stoked on my explant and would highly recommend it for anybody that's thinking about it. Definitely, I would say go and do it. So you can kind of get an idea of what my boobs look like now. They are tiny and mighty, and I'm just like very happy with the way that they look. So yeah, again, I know it's hard to be able to like show you. So yeah, this is basically what they look like now. Obviously with like a nursing bra on, but you kind of get the idea. So if you guys have any questions, I can do a whole Q&A. If I didn't answer questions that you guys have, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you again so much for watching. I'm sending you all my love and all my positive energy, and I hope to see you in my next video. Mwah.